Here we have a red on black 2018 Tesla Model X. Now this one is a 100D model, so we get the all-wheel drive and electric motor on each axle. Gives us 417 horsepower, 485 pound-feet of torque. And this one just has a little over 64,000 miles, so we're gonna see how the battery's held up, performance, things of that nature. But as we come around to the front end here, we get LED headlamps, LED daytime running lights, and I just love this body style of the Model X. It just looks so sleek. The same with the Model S, but just something about the SUV version for me. Now to these wheels, we get 20-inch aluminum. We do get passive keyless entry, soft closed doors. And then over here, power folding mirrors, the controls for those, power windows. There's a door handle there. About closing on myself. And there's our power driver's seat with 4-way power lumbar support. And I think this is like a vegan leather. And then we got a kind of cloth insert there. Let's go ahead and open the Falcon doors. We'll close this one back. So there's that. So this one's definitely, I think, more of a basic model because all the ones I've been in have the captain's chairs for the third row, and then these are power. But let's see if we can get in here. I don't know how to scoot these seats back. It's freezing outside, so I'm gonna close the door. But rear AC vents, 2 USB-A charge ports. And I like how the roof is tinted so it doesn't get too hot in here. And there is the third row seat down there, or back there, folded down, excuse me. See if I can get out of here. Oh, wrong button. But the space is okay. You kind of have to adjust the seats to make it worth your while there. So you pull up there, I guess, and I don't know, it's hard to do this with one hand. There we go. So you can fold that flat, and then it's looking like this doesn't have a third seat, so maybe that's why it just has the 5-seat set up there. So very interesting. Now you do get access to Tesla supercharger network with the charge port there. So that's always nice. They have they have the best supercharger network by far in terms of DC fast charging. LED tail lamps there, excuse me. Can't feel my face, like 30 degrees outside. But I actually like this setup now that I'm looking at it, because I wish you could probably move that second row back a little bit more, but you have all this additional space back here as opposed to having the third seat here, the third row seat, excuse me. There's a charger, about 2-3 chargers back there. But overall, I mean, an impressive vehicle nonetheless. And there is our front passenger seat. And I didn't even know we had a window sticker here. So there's a quick look at that. Y'all can pause anywhere you need to just to see how much this went for new. And it's a red multi-coat paint, that's what they call that, and then the multi-pattern black interior. 295 miles on a charge. And then the glove box button, hit that there. You have access to that. I'm actually gonna, well, I'll leave that where it was. Might be a reason it was there. But a big shout out to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Model X today. See if we can get this soft close to work. There it is. But I'll leave a link below in the description. And we do get the frunk, so I'll go into the screen and pop that real quick. So I can just hit this button here. Front trunk. And I'll leave the door open. And you have all that additional storage here. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. And I've delved into Tesla screens before, so I'm not gonna do too much here. I'm just gonna walk through it. So headlamp controls, and then you can power fold your mirrors, fog lights, and the doors, all of that. And then here we have the regenerative braking. We put that on lower standard. Acceleration, steering mode, suspension, charging, autopilot. Just, it's like working a Windows system in these cars. So again, y'all can pause anywhere if you want to take a closer look at anything. And this one does have the autopilot 2.5 computer. And then it does have the full self-driving subscription, it looks like. Or you can get the subscription at least. But navigation's here, pretty easy to use. You can find close chargers, things of that nature. And then we do have dual zone automatic climate controls. Hit that split button, and then you can pull that up and then cut it on or off. 3-stage heated seats as well. And then tons of options here. So quick shortcuts for the heated seats, the defrosters, excuse me. And then we can pull up a few other things. So we get FM, Spotify, Bluetooth, Tidal. And then again, shortcuts down below. So this is for the owner's manual and things of that nature. Backup camera. It's taking its sweet time. Oh, the key's not detected. So that's nice. So I have the key in my back pocket. Of course, it's not wanting to pull up, but let's try it now. I'll put it there maybe. Well, it's one of the things that gets my nerves. These can be a bit buggy. There's the horn sound. Hazards are here. And then volume can be adjusted. Track list, radio stations can be gone through. And then voice recognition. We can use this to go through that right side of the gauge cluster. And then windshield wiper controls are there. The shifter, just pull down for drive, pull up for reverse, tap down for neutral, press P for park. And now the backup camera is going to come up there. And we have the curbside view as well. Center console space. And then our bottle holders are right there. Also serves as an armrest. Just gonna go through this very quickly. Of course, our sun visors are here. We can pop those off to keep the sun at bay. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2018 Model X 100D out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Model X 100D, pretty good efficiency, just in terms of this big of an SUV, being able to drive it. But I'm gonna give it a pull getting on the interstate there. I usually pull out and accelerate pretty hard out of that corner. But there's a police car right there and I didn't wanna do that. But I always forget on the Model X's, the cruise control is right here for the adaptive cruise there. So I have it set. And it's just kind of a weird stalk there. So you want to pull it up to engage, push it back to disengage, and then you can adjust the gap by turning this knob on the side here. So we're going to go ahead and floor it here. So pretty quick. It's not, you know, P100D fast or Plaid fast, but it's definitely not slow. It's very, very quick on its feet. And just having that pull with the all-wheel drive system, it's so nice. Now, in terms of the ride quality, all Teslas, at least the older ones until here recently, I don't know if the ride's been adjusted on the 23s, but they tend to be a bit choppy just based on their platform. For me, it's not really a big deal though. It's still comfortable in here. It's just you're moving a lot from the driver's seat. But overall, sound in here, it's not that it's loud, but there is sound because the car is so quiet. So I feel like where it's glass everywhere, I'm hearing sound come in through every different direction. It doesn't bother me, especially with the sound system you get here, but it's just noticeable. And it is New Year's Day, so I'm trying to get as many vehicles done as possible. And luckily, everyone's still at home because everything is closed. So traffic won't be as bad, so I can put my foot in this thing. We'll give it some throttle here. And great traction with this all-wheel drive system. And I'll try to give it another punch here. So certainly not as quick from a stop as it is from like 60 to 80, but still pretty impressive. Now I'm guessing that this system was turned off because I don't have the full, maybe I'm doing something wrong. But you do get the full self-driving capabilities, the autopilot here. Just a little weird there. Or maybe this one doesn't have the autopilot on, I don't know. And you would think for this price point you'd get that, but can't really keep up with Teslas like that. Just because they're always doing something differently, which I think is a gift and a curse. But definitely an agile vehicle. But definitely let me know in the comments when they started doing the lane centering, or if there's a way you can tell what technology this one has, because I just assumed with a $100,000 Model X that you would have the autopilot system there. And in the software it says that it has the computer. So I don't know. But I think this is $46,000 right now. With this kind of miles, almost 65,000. If you want something that looks really nice, is very efficient, and very minimal in terms of distractions, I think this is a good way to go, because when you do have the autopilot set up, or even just having the adaptive cruise set up, it's pretty relaxing and everything is just simple to do. Now, it's not like a normal car, so if you're used to driving a normal car, it's almost like you're having to unlearn a lot of stuff, but once you get used to it, it's just one of the simplest driving machines out there. But I think it's a good deal for the money, especially the battery holds up, but I don't know a lot about those in terms of the reliability. I've heard some people have to replace them, and then I've heard of some of these things going 400,000 miles and not having an issue with minimal battery degradation. So it just depends on a lot of factors, I think. And we'll give it one good pull here. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2018 Tesla Model X 100D.